So apparently right now in school no one is around because guys closed, and I'm so sorry. By the way, I'm so sorry I did not put up a video before the last week. You guys were like, where's Brian on dry spell? I know that doesn't make sense either way, but good news is that next week we're having more or less like a campuri, and you will be very much involved. So let's go to the next bit. And behind, by the way, that's the first school. Yeah, it's iconic thing for Baraton. So I shall talk to you later. People are coming. Hey, if you guys remember this place, if you do remember, this is the place where I did my first YouTube video, Sabbath Bureau. Let's just do the small sequence and see how it goes. We try and can see me. Yes, let's just try and do the whole sequence and see if you guys can remember. I guess things happen for a reason. Yes, you guessed it right. I'm using a very heavy gadget once more. Let's just do the whole thing. Just small disclaimer, I've always wanted to do this. It's quite dark, but you get my point. Now I'm going to take a few shots of this, but now to get to today's basically main point of the video, we're going to talk about depression. Yes, here we go with whoosh. Depression. And by the way, the sound effects are very important for this vlog, because you wouldn't be watching me. It will be very boring and you will be like, it's like somebody talking with one tone. Hello everyone, how are you doing? No, that's how I know that we're going to, yeah, it's weird, it's creepy. Let's stop it. Let's just enjoy this moment. Not the topic itself is not enjoying, but we'll just get to the point where we talk about it, depression as a whole, and we get to try and break it down and how to solve it. Basically, not like preachers who talk about problems without coming up with solutions, but just trying to highlight, solve. That's the basic point of our today. Let's go into it. A photo you must see. So off with our topic of today. And by the way, the things we've been seeing is basically how my school looks in general. But yeah, we have a day for this. We'll have a day where we'll go around school, me showing you how things actually look, basically, and all around. But it's not even fun when you do it alone, when there's no one to. That's a step up for me. But before we begin and continue with today's vlog, number one, pointers, we need to stay focused. Anytime I give you a distraction, you'll remember, stay focused with the core method. And welcome, by the way, I didn't even introduce us. Welcome to another vlog. I know this is way into I'm so disorganized. Wow. So today's pointers is that number one, we need to stay focused with whatever we are talking about. That's like my managing crew. And by the way, you guys know it, you know yourselves. I appreciate it, and I just wanted to go into today's vlog talking about depression, as I said earlier. And are you seeing me clearly? You can now see my teeth clearly. Now, depression in its real sense. Now, I got to sit down with some friends, and we got to talk generally about depression, and it's really getting to a toll of a number of people in generally around where we live, or where you live. For my situation, school, are going under depression. And now the funny bit of this is that my friend told me in 2020 70% of everyone around you know, or 70% of deaths amongst youth won't even be AIDS or like cancer. No, it will be depression. I know normally guys are like, in Africa, guys are like, yo, what's up with you? Just be cool. Guys, basically, or generally to males, guys are like, people are like, hey, yo, what's up? You're good? No, yeah, I'm okay. And more often than not, we cover ourselves with that. We like try to, mask ourselves with that feeling that we are feeling okay, and just generally perfect. No, that's not true. It's not actually the truth of how things are. And a guy, or generally males, I know they're not supposed to be going through. I picked this topic specifically to try and reach a number, because it's a topic I know a lot of us are actually engaged in. Because if I may share my story, some time back I was so close to this friend of mine, very close. A girl. Just I wanted to say the person of the sad fact of the whole story was that I'm not trying to disclose any. I'm a friend out there, you know yourself. I'm saying this story to try and help people go, or like to emphasize on a point, is that this friend of mine was going through a lot during her time, and a lot of people around her weren't really giving much attention, or rather trying to talk to the person, try to, how is your morning, try to give a hand of concern. But now the thing happened. After a period of time, she broke down, literally. She came to me and told me, I don't know what I can do, I don't know what I'll do. And funny bit of it all is that normally when you see your friend depressed, you feel them. And I don't know if you guys experience this, but whenever I feel a friend of mine is depressed, I also tend to, how do I put this? I feel what they're feeling. It's like I absorb their emotion. I think it's part of being human, being a human being. And now what happened is that, one, we went into prayer. A group of friends sat down with each other, said, we need to sit down and pray for this friend of ours. We actually put a timetable, 6 every day, 6 in the morning and in the afternoon. At least a prayer that if you miss one, do one the other. It really worked out, because she came to me. I didn't tell my friends why we were praying, or like why are we doing this? Like, why so no? I'm like, hey. I didn't tell them. I just like, hey, you just pray. Let's pray for our friend. Now, she came back to me. Now, me and her were like, she was like, hey, Rayo, do you know what really happened? I'm like, what's up? Hey, what's up? You know how I would react if I am your friend. You know how I'd react. So she told me, hey, things are actually looking up. This depression story, or the depression bit, I can't really share that much because it's disclosed, but it worked out. I know, what's the word, then what was the main point of you telling us this whole story? Point number 1, prayer works. Literally, whenever you're faced with a conflict, try and, because when you huddle up as friends, or like a community, as a family, and try to pray for each other, it works. It works. It works. Hey. And number 2, surround yourself. From the previous vlogs we've been seeing, specifically the one I did previously of Time to Say Goodbye. By the way, if you didn't know, that song was very inspired by the song Time to Say Goodbye by Jason. You know the guy, I'm not going to say it, but surround yourself with people who have the same goal as you, or basically want the best for you. Number 1, those are your parents. I know we don't all get well, or someone who, brother, sibling, an uncle who you relate to, because no one is in this whole world alone. No one is in it by himself. And if you find someone to try and talk to you, like you connect to someone, that will really be a big game changer. And number 3, biggest of all, try to reconnect with Jesus. Just try your best. Even though it's those short prayers unplanned for, actually, if you didn't know, he does take account of them. Those are like, nobody will listen to this prayer. No. You remember when you're young, hiyo mambo hata jafika kwa mabati? No, that's a lie. God listens to every prayer. Anytime you seek him, you will find him. And with that emotional point or high note, I think this concludes this week's vlog.